Hi everyone, I'm Mark Pocan. I'm the member of Congress from Wisconsin's 2nd Congressional District, and just putting out this urgent live Facebook message about what Congress is doing today. Today we are scheduled to have a vote on the Trumpcare, Ryancare, Republican so-called health care proposal that you've clearly rejected. Several weeks ago we couldn't get it done in Congress because only 17% of you think it's a good idea to have 24 million people lose coverage under the health care plan that the Republicans are putting forward. That's according to the Congressional Budget Office, our nonpartisan agency that ranks our bills. Also, it would make sure that older Americans are paying up to 5 times more for health coverage. It's a terrible proposal that ultimately provides $600 billion in tax cuts to the wealthiest in this country, insurance companies, big pharma, and others, and it robs our Medicare trust fund partially to do that. That's the bill you all rejected a few weeks ago, and they're bringing back up for a vote, but believe it or not, they've even made it worse. We have amendments today in order to get the support of the Tea Party that would allow states to exempt things like pre-existing condition requirements and other essential health benefit requirements from the bill. So what that means is if you have pre-existing conditions, you now may be completely priced out of the market and being able to afford health insurance. And they could exempt other essential medical services as well. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, the $8 billion that they're putting in as misdirection to say that they're going to provide for people with pre-existing conditions will cover about 1% of the people in this country who actually have pre-existing conditions. So the other 99% are going to not be able to have that essential coverage that they need. In the end, this is a really, really bad bill. It's gotten even worse. You're going to pay more for less coverage in the end. That's the proposal that we have before us. And to make it ring true even more, this idea is so bad that members of Congress, according to this bill, and our staffs are exempted from the provisions of the bill. I mean, to me, that's a staggering confession of how bad this bill is, and yet they're going to push a vote today because they want the giant tax breaks for the wealthiest in this country, and they want to provide those tax breaks to the insurance companies and essentially check a box that the Affordable Care Act does no longer exist. So this is a bad bill. It's going to hurt real people. We want to put an urgent alert out so you're aware of what's about to happen. Please be heard in every way possible that you can. We need people to understand what is actually taking place and not fall for the misdirection that the Republicans are putting forward. 24 million people will lose coverage. You will pay more for less. People with pre-existing conditions may no longer have coverage they can afford. Older Americans are going to pay 5 times more than others for health care. And at the end of the day, members of Congress will be exempt from all of these terrible things. That's what the Republicans in Congress and President Trump are all about. I urge you to be heard on this matter. Thank you for listening, and please do what you can to be heard today.